The final hour has finally arrived as one of the greatest battles that is going to be held on planet Earth is just about to begin, with 2 months having to pass in the latest Dragon Ball Super manga chapter. With Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 56 looming over the horizon, it was made painfully clear that with Moro understanding how impressive Vegeta had gotten since the time of his battle on planet Namek, and with Goku venturing out and training with Merus inside of the hyperbolic time chamber, Moro displays absolutely no concern over the idea of challenging Goku and Vegeta once again. And when the time comes for Moro to battle against Goku and Vegeta again on Earth, the question is, will Goku and Vegeta collectively, along with Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, and anyone else present, have enough power and skill to take down Moro and his crew, considering the life and energy absorption that Moro is capable of currently? By the end, will the powers of Vegeta's spirit control and Goku's Ultra Instinct be enough to put down the Eater of Worlds? As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload on the channel, along with giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited to find out what happens in the next manga chapter for Dragon Ball Super, as it is something to note in the idea that Moro currently knows that Goku and Vegeta are off in 2 different locations, 2 separate locations, training, doing their own thing, getting stronger as individualistic warriors. And even though Moro had experienced the powers of Super Saiyan Blue before, the powers of Super Saiyan Blue in a nutshell, even with the combined efforts of Goku and Vegeta, were simply not enough to take down the Eater of Worlds prior to their battle on planet Namek. And since then, many months have passed with all parties having to get stronger. When having to look at what Moro introduces as a villain when compared to what Goku can introduce by using Ultra Instinct, and with Vegeta now being able to better use and control his spirit and being able to create attacks that could really create either a diversion or significant enough of an impact to actually damage Moro, by the end of this, I think we can all agree that despite all of that, this is certainly not going to be easy. Now, when considering how long now Goku and Vegeta have been training separately on Yardrat and within the hyperbolic time chamber, we can only assure ourselves right now that these 2 are going to be hands down the absolute strongest enemies that Moro's going to have to face off against. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, perhaps Android 17, if they get him involved, that are going to be characters who are going to be overlooked in this battle, considering the fact that I don't think that Goku and Vegeta collectively could stop Moro, along with Shimoreka, 7-3, Yumba, Sagambo, and the rest of Moro's men, considering the fact that if Moro were to drain their energy on the spot, that would not only leave them very vulnerable and open to attack, just as we've seen go down on New Planet Namek, to where Goku and Vegeta teamed up with the Daikaio to fight all of Moro's men. And considering how strong Goku and Vegeta were, all Moro had to do was strip them of their power and they were left open to attack, just as we've seen with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Sagambo on planet Namek. So I definitely do think that they need to include the likes of Gohan, Piccolo, which they will, perhaps finally waking up Majin Buu and including the Daikaio, adding Android 17. We need these characters in this fight, which I really strongly believe we will see, in the idea that we're going to have Moro, Sagambo, Shimoreka, 7-3, and of course Yumba versus the likes of Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Majin Buu / the Daikaio, perhaps other individuals involved, and this would be sort of like a replication, only done better, of what we've seen go down during Resurrection of F when we saw Frieza invade Earth, except better this time. But I don't believe that Goku and Vegeta can solely get the job done, especially when pitting them up against 5 very strong characters that have their own unique abilities and tactics. For example, can you imagine how dangerous it would be if somehow Moro were to strip Goku of his powers, allowing 7-3 to get behind him, then what follows in grabbing Goku behind the neck, stealing all of his powers, all of his abilities, even if it is for 30 minutes? Can you imagine how dangerous that would be to have someone like 7-3 steal Vegeta's abilities and techniques, to have 7-3 steal Goku's abilities and techniques, and then further having Moro drain the life energy and the powers of both of these beings? They're going to need help. But when considering how long Goku has been in the time chamber with Merus in training to finally master Ultra Instinct, and with Vegeta now having to be confirmed to be significantly more powerful on Yardrat than how he was when he originally got there, Goku Goku and Vegeta this time around are definitely going to get the job done, but by no means is Vegeta going to solo his way through, and neither is Goku, especially considering the fact that if Goku is able to now willingly achieve and tap into Ultra Instinct, it doesn't necessarily also mean that he can maintain that power for a very long time. Perhaps maybe now Goku is able to go into it, but simply can't hold that power due to all the drainage it does to the body, just as we've seen go down during the Tournament of Power. But even against Moro, with Moro knowing the fact that Goku and Vegeta have gotten stronger, really doesn't seem to care or mind of the idea of them having to reach such levels of power, because he knows that at any given moment he could do the exact same thing he did on Namek, and that's completely drain them of their powers in taking that and consuming it for himself. But even then, one must beg the question, how far can Ultra Instinct truly go against Moro, considering the fact that if Moro starts to begin to drain all of the energy from the planet and its overall surroundings, this would also include Goku, who would be smack dab right in the middle of this battle. So how would Ultra Instinct be able to evade Moro's ever so absorption ability to drain energy from beings, which include every living life form on the planet itself, if the powers of Ultra Instinct itself was displayed during the Tournament of Power in a very different kind of way? Which ultimately begs the question, can Goku seemingly dodge Moro's abilities to drain energy from the entire planet and its surroundings subconsciously while still maintaining cognitive awareness in targeting Moro directly and getting the job done? That I don't think is going to be as easy as a feat as it's going to be. Even if Goku somehow perfects Ultra Instinct and masters it during this fight, I really don't see Goku lasting very long in this battle, because if Goku were to achieve Mastered Ultra Instinct and battles against Moro, then there's no question that in a one-on-one scenario, I can definitely see Goku winning. But then again, how is Goku supposed to evade and dodge something that really isn't direct? Moro's absorption abilities and the techniques he has to drain energy isn't something of a direct attack that someone would initially think about in the idea that Moro's pursuing someone, but rather sitting back and collecting versus being direct as an example with an attack. Because Moro isn't really attacking, but rather just sitting back and harnessing energy from life forms. So the question here is, can Ultra Instinct somehow evade even the abilities for its power to be taken from someone like Moro? But even with Vegeta, who had been confirmed in the latest manga chapter 2, really had strengthen his spirit in being able to do it faster than Goku, and then being able to produce massive amounts of energy, being able to do things that his body reacts in a different kind of way, in a more productive way, to where Vegeta seems to be a bit more balanced. I think that in this battle, Goku's going to be the one that's going to be seemingly reckless in this battle, as I do think that Vegeta is going to be the one that's going to be more composed, more prepared, and being able to use abilities and techniques that can ultimately prevent him from having his powers taken. But again, what happens in a situation to where Goku and Vegeta are now beginning to win? How desperate is Moro going to get to obtain a new level of power that could trump whatever it is that Goku and Vegeta are doing? Which, keep in mind, I don't think that by the end of this battle are we going to see Vegeta defeat Moro, or Goku defeat Moro, or 17 Gohan or Piccolo defeat Moro. I don't think that this is going to come down to a singular individual having to take Moro down, but more or less a collective effort from everybody, which includes perhaps Majin Buu, the Daikaio, and even Merus. I think that Merus, being one of the ones to be revealed to be an angel in training, I covered the premise of what it would actually be like for Merus to give his life up and break the angel code just to simply sacrifice his own position to take someone like Moro down, especially if Moro begins to win in this fight, which you guys can go on ahead and check out, located down in the description box below. But even then, it would create a very interesting scenario in the fact that for Merus to insert himself in this battle, given the circumstance of Goku and Vegeta losing, would really mean that after all the training Goku and Vegeta had done, Moro is still stronger than them, in the fact that Merus now has to assert himself in this fight just to give them a winning chance. Which, when considering what's going on in the manga right now, we understand that this battle isn't going to be a short battle. It might actually carry on for a few weeks, for a few months, perhaps maybe for an entire year. But even then, this fight against Moro, who seemingly can just keep getting stronger and stronger by consuming planets, by taking his opponent's energy and then consuming that within himself, we've seen that be done in the manga when Moro actually took Goku and Vegeta's energy on Namek, and then he absorbed that within himself and became a little younger. He became a lot more powerful than how he was prior. So this really is going to come down to strategy, and unless Goku and Vegeta work together just like they did against Jiren in having to fight in a synchronized kind of way, executing each other's abilities and techniques, and really helping one another out, then I really don't see either one of them getting the job done on their own, given the fact that someone like Vegeta and someone like Goku really do carry a lot of pride and a lot of ego in having to get the job done on their own, and I really don't think that fusion is going to play a part of this either, considering the fact that this arc takes place right after the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, to which we saw Gogeta in action against Broly, so I don't think that it would be a good idea to add Gogeta in so quickly unless it's absolutely necessary and Goku and Vegeta have no other trump cards left, then sure, but that topic in and of itself is for an entirely different discussion, and the idea that a fusion would work, but then again, a lot of people in the community would also ask about Beerus, and they would also ask about other characters and other situations having to present itself in this fight against Moro, so that's why I don't think that we're going to see Beerus or a fusion or Broly. I think that somehow, some way, they're going to have to either reverse and allow Moro to de-evolve back to his older self, retaining all of that energy he had taken, and really making him vulnerable, or even from there, trying to go as far as to kill him by any means necessary before he gets even stronger, which is why I can see characters like Shimoreka, Yumba, 7-3, Sagambo eventually dying off if they're not already apprehended, but even then the question is, who's going to stop them? Is it going to be Ultimate Gohan? Is it going to be 17 perhaps? Is it going to be Piccolo, Vegeta, Goku? That remains to be unknown, but the fight itself I think will be very intense, and I don't think that our heroes, given their training, are really going to do that much, especially in a situation to where Moro can easily pass his energy along to his goons in making them that much more powerful, so especially with 7-3, but even then, it really boils down to the question of can Vegeta Spirit Control and master the Ultra Instinct Goku by the end of this get the job done. But by the end of all of this, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about if you guys truly think that Ultra Instinct is going to defeat Moro, if you guys believe that this is going to be Vegeta's moment and Vegeta is going to be the one to defeat Moro, or if you guys think that Majin Buu is going to do something, that Daikaio, is Merus going to sacrifice himself? This really isn't going to be as easy of a fight as many people make this out to be, because with Moro coming with his goons and his goons proven to have really unique abilities that could give our heroes a bit of a run for their money, this battle is really going to be a tooth and nail kind of struggle, in the fact that both parties are going to have to really go all in for the sake of their own positioning, in one having to protect the planet while the other is trying to destroy it. But in the end, I want to know, do you guys think that Goku and Vegeta have a chance of winning, or do you guys believe that Moro and his crew are simply going to overpower our heroes? Thank you all so much for watching, guys, once more. If, of course, you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload on this channel. Give this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below. Tune back in for the next discussion. If you guys want to find more of these discussions on my channel, then be sure to check out the official playlist links located down in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. The Dragon Ball Super manga continues, and it's really going to intensify from here, but I want to get your thoughts and feedback down below. Thank you all once more, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Take it easy, guys. Peace.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead. Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
UnrealEntGaming, but once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!